Right, Swati Hotkar, technical research analyst at Nirmal Bang, is also now joining in. Swati, what's your view on the market? It's become a buy on dips market.
Exactly, the overall view on the market has been a positive. Definitely, we have seen a good rally of around 400 points from 7800 levels to 8260 odd levels within span of a 6 to 7 trading session. So the profit booking at the current level cannot be a rule out. Definitely, if the Nifty comes at around 8140, 8160 odd level, that would be a good level for the buying purpose. So at that level, one can definitely take a buy call, maintain the downside a strict stop loss of 8080, and again we can get a pullback rally back towards 8260, 8300 odd levels.
Right. How would you go ahead and look at the levels to buy? I mean, is it a safe level to buy with a stop loss and then buy further downside, or buy only at lower levels?
I will suggest to buy on a deeps only. If as of now the profit booking is coming, or probably on the Monday also, this kind of a trend will likely to continue. And if the spot Nifty is coming at around 8140, 8150 odd levels, definitely at that level one should take a buy calls. And again, we may get some bounce back rally from that level, which will take a Nifty back towards 8260, 8300 odd levels. So any dips towards 8140 will be a correct level to take a fresh buy call in the Nifty.
Right, Gaurang, would you believe that the left out feeling has already come in, and that's why we saw buying in the last half an hour yesterday, maybe a couple of days before as well?
I think there are a lot of participants who believe that yes, earnings would maybe not go down well, which might have its impact on the markets. Inability of the government to get through crucial reforms is also something that is always there on the market participants' mind. And of course, a whole host of listed events which are likely to unfold locally and globally. So my belief is that yes, any opportunity now, like I mentioned, sub 8100, start nibbling into the counters which have delivered good financial performance, which have exhibited their ability to scale higher, and which attract a lot of buying interest. So sectorially and stock specifically, starting with large cap in mind, my sense is that you should definitely look at buying. But one thing is there, Pankaj, there could be near term or medium term shocks in the market, given that their strength and the steam at higher levels above 80 to 40, 80 to 50 is losing out. That's what we saw today. And maybe I may possibly give it as a benefit of doubt to a Friday, last day of the trading week, and the event which is lined up next week on Tuesday, 7th of June.
Right, Gaurang, just stay on with us. Swati, just stay on about 1 minute or slightly lower remaining for markets to close. It's an absolutely flat sort of a market, really no change. But last 10 days, really nobody can complain. And that's precisely the reason why we saw a subdued trading session today. Idea was one of the top loser, 11% down. ICICI up 1%. Tata Motors 453. BOB down about 1.3%. Hindalco 105, 106. Tata Steel 337. Coal India 308, 309. Sun Pharma down about 1% or so. BHEL 118 down 1.6, Tata Power up about 2.5, ITC down about 1%, NTPC up about 1.8. Tata Motors DVR 1.5% higher, 316. It was one of the stocks of the week. I think it was up from 15% or so. Adani Ports down 1%, Bharti Airtel down about 2.5%. Yes Bank 1049, absolutely flat, but it has really done very, very well. Ambuja Cement 0.6% lower to 228. Infosys about 0.5% higher. That's the closing bell. 6 points down for the Nifty, 46 for Sensex. It's the provisioning number. We'll get the adjusted number in just a bit. So 6.1 as far as the provisioning close is concerned on the lower side, but really as flat as it could get. HUL up 2%. Tech Mahindra up 0.7. Lupin down about 1.7, M&M up about 1.5. HCL Tech 722, L&T 1.3% lower. Axis Bank was the top gainer today. It's been gaining for a while, 542, 3.4% higher. Kotak Mahindra Bank from the banking space also did well. Tata Power was among the top gainers. Again, Tata Power is one name that did not do well particularly, but that's a name which did particularly well. HUL was up 2%, 885. Again, after the MSCI selling, it's done particularly well. NTPC up 1.8. Let's look at the top losers and really no guesses. So Idea was down about 10%, 105, 106. Bharti Airtel was down about 2 odd percent. Really no major change over there. SBI went ex-dividend today, but then apart from that also did see follow-up selling. Lupin, Sun Pharma are some of the other losers. Lupin, we'll just pull that one. Lupin was down about 1.5. Gaurang as well as Swati are still with us. Gaurang, you've long liked Tech Mahindra at 550 after the recent result. Good management commentary. You think it still can give returns going into FY17?
I think this is one stock which corrected close to about sub 450 levels, correct me if I'm wrong, closer to 430. And then we saw a steady upside before the earnings, and post the earnings we saw an equally better performance. So as a disclosure, Pankaj, coverage is in place on the positive side, but the target price that we had in mind, that the stock has already surpassed it. So I think on bad days I would definitely recommend buying into Tech Mahindra. But amongst the IT universe, I think the preferred pick in the front line would be starting with Infosys, followed by TCS, then followed by HCL Tech, and possibly then trickle down towards likes of Tech Mahindra, Mindtree, or even NIT as a matter of fact.
Thank you so much for taking out time for us. Hope to see you again quite soon. Swati is still with us. Swati, any view on Tech Mahindra 551?
Yeah, overall the view on the Tech Mahindra is being positive. As of now, on the technical background, the stock is trading up. It's all the important moving averages, say 200 also moving average, which comes to at around 510 odd levels. At the current level, the immediate support lies at 530. So those who are having any long positions, they can hold on, maintain the stop loss of a 530 on the downside. I believe the stock has a potential to reach up to 580 odd levels. So the overall view is positive. I'm looking for a target of a 580 on the upside.
Right. Some of the other names, so Infosys, HCL Tech, TCS, any view over there? Generally, they move in tandem.
See, regarding the IT pack on the another counter I would like to talk about on the TCS back as such. In the last few weeks, we have seen that the stock was consolidating within the range of 2400 to 25 odd levels, and in the last week only it has given a breakout of 2520 odd levels with the great volumes, which indicates that the stock has a potential to reach up to 2720 to 2800 odd levels. So those who are looking for a fresh long position, definitely they can add on every dips towards the 2560 2500 odd levels, since 2400 is a good support level. So buy on dip strategy will be recommended on the TCS.
Right. How would something like a HUL look to you? It's done well after the MSCI adjustment. However, if you look at it versus some of the other players in the FMCG pack, it's not done that well.
In the HUL, we have seen that in the last few trading sessions, on the technical background, the particular stock has just formed the inverse head and shoulder pattern, and it has given a breakout of 860 odd levels. After a long few trading sessions, it has given a breakout of that level with the good volumes. Now the stock is rallying towards 900, 890 odd levels on the upsides. So I believe the stock has a potential to hit up to 900 odd levels, whereas the 860 is acting as a very strong support levels. So anyone is interested into this FMCG sector stock specific, definitely they can take a buy call on the HUL at the current levels also. Maintain the strict stop loss of 850 on a downside. I'm quoting a target of a 900 and 940 on upside.
Right. How would you look at something like a Imami, a Marico, which has done very, very well versus HUL? Is HUL looking a better buy versus them? Maybe even Dabur you can include in that list?
See, if you're talking about the Marico doesn't look that much attractive as such compared to the HUL or the Dabur as such. I will not recommend a fresh buy call on the Marico, but definitely the stock looks good, but not that much compared to the Dabur or the HUL. So those who are having a position, they can hold on into the Marico with the strict stop loss of a 245 rupees on the downside. The stock has the potential to reach up to 260 odd level. So the upside has been very restricted into the Marico. Taking into consideration the second stock is Dabur. Dabur as of now had just crossed the 306, 305 odd levels. As of now, it will just face a resistance near 310 odd levels. So at the current level, the upside has been restricted. So I believe if the particular discounter is coming on the deeps toward 290, 285 odd levels, at that level one can definitely take a fresh buy call. And since the stock is taking a very strong support of a 270 odd level, so any move below coming towards a 280 odd level can take a buy call for a target of a 310 and 320 on upside.
Right. As far as Havells or something is concerned, is that looking better than these FMCG names? Can we conclude that it's a better name? Maybe even Dr. Lal, if you can include that.
No, I will not suggest Havells as a better name compared to the these other two stock that we have discussed in this particular level. Havells, the upside has been already restricted. We have seen that Havells, particularly stock, has given a rally from the 300 odd levels to the 380 odd levels, and we have seen a profit booking which is coming, which is making a stock to come down at 340 odd level. So I would like to say that the selling pressure is likely to continue, which may take a stock towards 340, 330 odd levels. So the downside is as of now is there. So just stay aside. If the stock is coming down at the 340, 330 odd levels, then only one can take a buy call into. And after Dr. Reddy, as of now, it is in a very consolidation frame within the range of
Swati, I said Dr. Lal.
150 odd level.
Swati, I said Dr.
Okay,
Lal, Dr. Lal Path Labs.
Dr. Lal, if we say that the stock as of now into the consolidation phase and it's not giving a that much breakout, I will suggest to wait and watch into this particular counter. If it's giving any deeps, then only we can take a fresh buy call.
Right. How would you look at something like a Ujjivan Finance, maybe a SKS? If you cannot have history, at least can you tell us about the sector? How is SKS shaping? Is it forming a top sort of a pattern?
SKS microfinance as well as the Ujjivan has shown a very spectacular performance in the last few trading sessions. So at the current level, fresh buy call is giving a fresh buy call. It will be a very difficult as such. But any dips towards the Ujjivan can be a better opportunity to take a fresh long positions. Since it just has been listed, we don't have that much study, that much data on this particular counter. But regarding the SKS microfinance, definitely one can take a buy call whenever the stock is particular come down towards the 640 odd levels. That is a very good support level, and in the past few days only we have seen that whenever the stock has given a 640 ka breakout, it has moved up towards the 700 odd levels. So any dips towards the 640 on the SKS microfinance, definitely one can take a buy call on this particular counter. 600 is acting as a very strong support level. If it manages to give the breakout of 700, definitely one can take this particular counter for upper target of 740 to 760 odd levels on the higher side.
Real estate names for the first time have given a correction. So something like a DLF, something like a Indiabulls Real Estate, HDIL, they are buy on dips because this time around the move has been different.
On the real estate, if we are taking into consideration this one, HDIL, as of now, it's facing a selling hit in this particular counter. We have seen that the stock is coming down from 102 odd levels and currently trading at 93, 94 odd level. The selling pressure is likely to continue, which may take a stock towards the 84, 82 odd level. So I will not take any buy call in this particular counter, but definitely DLF looks very attractive at the current level. Since we have seen a very good bounce back rally from 80 to 120 odd levels, and in the past few weeks it was just consolidating within the range of 130 to 122 odd levels, and this week we have seen that stock managed to give a breakout of that level. Volumes are little bit increasing, so definitely one should take a buy call at the current level, even at the 132 odd levels. Downside 126 is the immediate support level. I believe this stock has a potential to move upward towards the 145, 150 upside.
So the ideal strategy would be it moves closer towards 128, 129. You should buy with a stop loss of 126.
At the current level also one can take a buy call at 132 odd levels. Maintain the strict stop loss of 126. I am looking for a target of 145.
Right. Lupin, Sun Pharma among the top losers. Do you think they have at least made a top and now it will take some time before they hit new highs?
Lupin as of now currently into the correction mode. As such, we have seen that the stock is correcting from 1680 odd levels and which has just hit 14,040 odd levels. So I believe 1440 will act as an immediate support level, but if it's break that level again, then the stock will go up to towards 1320 odd level. So I will not suggest any buy call at the current level. Just wait and watch. If the stock consolidate on a downside towards 1350, 1400 odd level, then one can think about a buy call. But at the current level, just avoid this particular counter. Sun Pharma is also as of now not looking that much good as such, but definitely one can take a sell call in this particular counter. At currently trading at 733 odd levels. With the stop loss of a 750, one can take a sell call. I believe that the stock will come down towards 710, 700 odd levels on a downside.
Motherson Sumi was down 5% today. It's come back to the results level.
Motherson, so we have seen that already the move has been come up from 255 odd levels to 299, and from the last two trading session, it's been under the selling pressures. Downside, it will come around at 265 odd levels, and if it's consolidating that level, which is supported by its 200-day moving average, then one can take a buy call. But at the current level, one should avoid this particular counter. Any dips towards the 265 odd level, definitely one can take a buy call with a strict stop loss of a 255. Then again, we can see a turnaround which will take a stock towards 280, 290 odd levels.
Right. From the auto pack, Ashok Leyland was down 4-5% yesterday, but today was decent. I think day before it was down once the numbers came out.
Ashok Leyland has given a very good rally in the last few weeks only, from 94 to 110, 111 odd levels. As of now, it is consolidating with above 50 days moving average, which comes to at around 94, 95 odd levels. Volumes has been increased in the last week also. I believe if the stock is coming down towards 100 odd level, then one can take a fresh position. As of now, just wait and watch. If the stock is coming down at that level, then one can take a fresh position, because upside 110, 114 is the likely target.
Right, Swati, thank you so much for taking out time for us. Always a pleasure talking to you.